Hello everyone, this is Dante again, and there are a few things I'm going to address by this video. One thing, I totally apologize to Jordan B. Peterson because I got the title of his book wrong. 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos. So again, I apologize for getting the title of the book wrong. I'm actually going to receive that book tomorrow by mail, so it should be a fun read, and I'm sure I will take a lot away from it in my journey and my quest of life. And so, what did I want to talk about in this video? Now, I didn't really have a specific subject in mind, I just kind of popped up on here. But, I was watching a video of Jordan Peterson when he was being harassed. In a sense, I guess, it was a speech. It was about his speech, but he was being harassed by some transgender individuals. And it was interesting because, one, it was disheartening to me to see the conflict between another human being and another human being. In fact, it was multiple human beings against multiple human beings. And I didn't really enjoy that, but I got a few takeaways from it. One, Jordan Peterson handled himself in one of the best ways I've seen possible. Because most of the time when it comes to debates or anything about politics, the individual often has to defend himself in either sarcastic or quite violent ways. And Jordan Peterson didn't do that. In fact, whenever he spoke, he paused and he took the time to think about what he was going to say. Now, of course, we all make flaws. We all say things that are flawed. But when it comes to debates or a group of people that are continually bombarding you with questions with negativity behind it, I commend Jordan Peterson on handling that to the best of his ability. Now, on the flip side, I think about what they were saying in the video. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the fact that I know everything about the transgender community or the history of everything, because I clearly don't, and I'm saying this right here in front of the camera. But when I think about in the video clip, they were saying they wanted to be referred to as they and them. And they didn't like the fact that Jordan Peterson didn't want that as part of legislation. And I totally get his point. If the government could choose what we have to say, like, for example, if all of a sudden it was, hey, students who go to Fresno State, Stanford, Harvard, wherever, are all going to be called this thing. And all of a sudden, everybody in the nation has to call this person by that. I don't think it's right. I don't think any organization should have that much power. On the flip side, I do think about if I was to encounter a transgender person and they said, hey, could you call me there, them? I would more than likely do it if it made them feel better. But again, they and them have kind of been around in our dictionaries, whether Oxford or Merriam-Webster, to describe a group. They, them, regardless of gender, age, race, you name it. So to take on those pronouns and make it geared to something specific is something that I would have to think about in greater detail. For me, the important thing, and again, it's difficult, but I just want all people to come to some type of understanding. And I don't know if tolerance is good enough. But again, I'm going to keep educating myself on these issues. I don't want to be ignorant, and I don't want to sit there. I do meditate, for example, but I don't think I can get rid of all information, because if you meditate because you don't want to think, there's a saying that the scholar learns one new thing each day, but the Buddhist forgets one new thing each day. As in the fact that you meditate so you don't think. But again, how are you going to have some sort of opinion on an issue if there's nothing flowing in your brain? The only way I could think of is if somehow some random idea came across your brain because some type of mystical, magical part of the universe brought it to you. And again, this universe is full of surprises and mysteries, and maybe that does happen. But I think meditating and relaxing and not thinking so much is a great thing. But we have our mental faculties for a reason. So again, it's just a thought I had from the video. Jordan Peterson did tremendously well, remaining calm. As far as a group of people, as far as the negativity, I didn't really appreciate it. But ultimately, for the sake of human beings, for the sake of life on this planet, I want everyone to at least come to terms on something. Because, I think about when Ray Kurzweil and a lot of these AI guys talk about us possibly fusing with machines or AI becoming greater in intelligence than human beings, we're going to have the same issues. The same things are going to pop up in AI, in technology. There's going to be racism when it comes to cyborgs or AI. There are going to be battles. There are going to be fights. It's going to be the same thing. The same course repeats itself no matter what type of being it is. Whether animal, whether human, whether cyborg, whether we fuse, it seems like there's always some sort of battle between conflict and resolution. So again, as of right now, I'm going to keep educating myself about so many things. For I am just one simple man. And so that is going to be the end of my video. Any questions, comments, and concerns are definitely appreciated. Till next time, Simple Man, out.